Good morning / afternoon, wherever you're watching from. I slept in, so we're getting a late start. If you want me to be on time, then pay me. But you're on my schedule, so tune in when you can. What have I said about planting Bradford pears? Y'all remember? Y'all remember what I said about Bradford pears? That they're the whores of the tree world. They're too flashy. They're too shallow. They smell like fish, and they're home wreckers. They're the whores of the tree world. And then we had that big old storm last night with baseball-sized hail, and everybody in West Virginia lost their damn mind because no one's ever had a tornado on this side of the mountain. And what fell on the neighbor's house up at the end of the road? Bradford pear. And they're all standing there this morning going, well, I didn't think it was going to do that. And I'm like, Bradford pears will do that every time. They're shallow, they stink, and they are homewreckers. They're the whores of the tree world. Mark my words. You plant a Bradford pear, it's going to cause more trouble than it's worth. It also took down the drive 15 mile an hour sign at the beginning of our road that says, drive slow, we love our children. Well, you don't love them enough to keep them from playing in the middle of the damn road. I don't know your kids. Maybe Darwin was right. Shit. When I was growing up, we had to have an announcement at 10 o'clock at night to remind our parents that they even had offspring. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? And they're like, oh shit, we got kids. Go and lock the back door. Y'all stop letting kids fend for themselves between the hours of 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock when everybody got home from work. We knew how to make pizza pockets. We knew how to run the microwave. We knew how to run the toaster. We knew how to handle the thermostat. We knew what TV shows were on at what time. We knew what to lay out for supper. We knew what to fold in the dryer. We knew that we had to make our beds and brush our teeth and do our dishes and do our chores. And now, hell, you leave a 10-year-old by himself for 20 minutes and he's burnt the house to the ground and ordered 15 pizzas and got a Fortnite party started. Kids don't have to fend for themselves anymore. And I hope they don't put that sign back up. Yes, drive slow and watch for things running out in the road, but don't expect the rest of the neighborhood to keep an eye out for your poor parenting skills. Drive slow. We love our children. We don't love them that much, or else you tell them not to play in the damn street. Telling you, West Virginia's had a big old bowl of dumb this morning. I've never seen the like of idiots behind the wheel as I did driving the whole mile and a half from here to the Sheets to get a pack of smoke. This one guy sat in the turn lane, just sitting, not turning, not moving, just sitting with his cautions on. I'm like, that's not what that's for. So I wrote up, I said, you need any help? He said, no. He said, I'm just waiting to get over in that lane. I'm like, you're going to cause a wreck. So I went around him and I went on up to the bank and cut in the back way of sheet so I could whip in that back parking space. Well, I did that, and as soon as I did, some old lady with probably more patches on her tire than she's got good sense cut me off at not one and not two, but 3 different pumps. We was paying ring around the gasoline this morning. I finally just parked over there by the diesels and said, to hell with it. Then I go inside, and oh my God, I completely broke down the matrix. My total for 3 pack of cigarettes, 2 Monsters, $20 worth of gas, and a candy bar was $54.06. So I handed her a $100 bill and $4.06. You see where I'm going with this? It took her 10 minutes to figure out how to give me a $50 bill back in change. 10 minutes. She re-rang my stuff 3 times. Every time it's $54.06. And every time I gave her $104.06. And every time she had to count with the calculator and her iPhone and ring up the shit again to figure out to give me a $50 bill back. What is happening to our society? We sent 6 millionaires to space that had no problem being there, and they had no business being there. I mean, they're all space cadets, but that's about as far as their qualifications go. And I want to know, how come I can't even get on a 10-speed Huffy bicycle without a damn helmet on, and them bitches went all the way to space without even a hair tie? Get the hell out of here. If you believe that, you probably believe in the moon landing. You probably believe in everything Obama said to you. You probably believe that Kamala was a good vice president candidate. Read a book. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. My mom always used to say, what's this got to do with the price of eggs in China? Well, as it turns out, a lot. The down payment for a ticket to even reserve your spot on the Blue Origin shuttle was $150,000, okay? $150,000. Times 6, okay, for those people who can't do math. 150 plus 150 is 300. 300 minus 50 is 450. 450 is 6. 750. We're going to $900. $1 million. $1 million to shoot a penis-shaped rocket up into the stratosphere for 8 minutes. Did no one see this episode of Austin Powers? You're telling me Neil Armstrong had to go into space with as much protective gear as we had for the 60s to allow, including some kind of polarized space helmet so he could breathe once he got out of space or got out of the stratosphere? And these girls didn't so much as even take a ponytail holder. None of them brought a Bible. None of them brought a picture of their family. Katy Perry brought a daisy. And she sang What a Wonderful World, which ain't even her song.
Where's the video of them in space?
They're not in space. The only video there is of them floating around going, take up space! And I'm like, yes, take up space. That's all you do is take up space and take up air and take up money and take up room when we could have used that $1 million for something else.
That's what I'm saying. If they went to space, where's the video? Where's the pictures of them floating around?
My question is, if they went to space, how come Jeff Bezos knew the exact coordinates of where they're going to friggin' land? And how come the door was already open when they got to the spaceship?
Why'd they go in pajamas?
Oh, wait now, honey. Jeff Bezos' fiance, that Sanchez girl that wrote that children's book about a flying space. Yeah, the one that wore the bra and the sports coat to the inauguration and looked like a 2-bit whore. That one. She designed the spacesuits because they should look like motocross, and also kind of exciting because guys, we're going to space. I wish they'd melted up on the re-entry. Dumb. There's dumb things that I have spent my money on in the past 40 years, but never have I sent 6 Barbie dolls into outer space just because I didn't have nothing better to do with my money on a Monday. Are you serious? And you what blows my mind is that there are literally, I know 4 of them. I could, in my phone book, could call them right now. NASA-trained women who are qualified to be astronauts who should have been up there, could walk around on Jupiter, know their shit. None of them got asked to go. No. We had to get a talk show host from a failing morning show who's the only reason that she got on this rocket is because she's Oprah's best good friend in the whole wide world. Why don't they send Oprah to space? She got plenty of money. Why don't they send Oprah up there? Well, we're only asking the big questions. If you believe that those 6 dipshits actually got into outer space and that wasn't some kind of giant ruse, we are lost as a society. They basically went as far up as that Red Bull dude that then free floated back to Earth. I mean, they didn't really even get outside the blue ring. Y'all got to the stratosphere. Y'all got as far as Katy Perry's lyric did in that song. Too bad that song wasn't true. Baby, you're a firework. I would have paid good money to watch that shit just blow up over the ocean. But anyway. It wouldn't, though, because they had to get there and get back because it was Amazon Prime delivery. That's why they could get there and back so fast. Sponsored by Amazon. I don't like their patch either. You flip their patch upside down and it's definitely the devil. It's definitely Batman. It really is. It really is. And y'all are just lapping that shit up. The only thing that threw you off is that there were 6 of them instead of 4 if you're looking for the horsemen. Jesus. We are in, I can't wait for Jesus to get back. I can't wait. I can't wait for y'all to see who's actually going to heaven. It's going to surprise a lot of you. Not as many people are going that says they're going. Oh, Lord, you can't buy your way in. It ain't like the Grammys. You got to actually earn it. sorry. It just pisses me off that I'm sitting here wondering how I'm going to pay, after I bought a pack of cigarettes, how I'm going to pay for probably $1,200, $1,300 worth of medical bills because I had something in my eye last week and my insurance doesn't exist. And these people just pissed away $1 million to spend 8 minutes in space. They spent longer in hair and makeup than they spent in space. You want to go back to space? I'll arrange the meeting. Lord, we have got to get better as a society. We've got to figure out something to do. I don't even know how to start. Best I can figure, the only people that get anything done is the people who have more money than they got sense, and I'm screwed either way, because even if I had all the money in the world, I got more sense than I'd have money. Kind of feels like they wouldn't let me have a record deal. Well, sir, we would let you have a record deal if you were 110 pounds and you were blonde-haired and blue-eyed and you were of an ethnic origin and you played more than 12 instruments and you actually had 3 doctorates instead of just the one, and you would just shut up and listen and sit there and sing instead of having a mind of your own. No one's talking about the Me Too movement in Nashville. The only times I hit my knees was to beg somebody to listen to my music or scrub the toilet. I wasn't doing nothing else on my knees. But you want to see who was? Check your opera listing on Saturday night. Country music was supposed to be the one sacred thing that we could keep to ourselves, and by God, if it ain't just become diluted as shit. But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. It's all right. Nobody asked me. They never do. I just keep writing songs and telling jokes and pissing people off and getting them to come to my show and going, sometimes something's going to click and everybody's going to go, that's what this is. Okay. We have been duped for about 155 years now. And that's okay. One day, it'll all come to light. Everything that's done in the dark will come to the light. Trust me when I say that. Everything you think you're getting away with behind closed doors and in the dead of the night will be revealed. And it's usually revealed in the way that you don't want it revealed. And that's like, I learned my lesson. I learned who I could and could not talk to and who I could trust and who I couldn't. I learned that a long time ago. My granny always said there's no such thing as true friends. But the thing about it is that I live my life in such a way where I don't give a fuck what you say about me. I don't care. I don't care if you went back to Irvin to the Burger Barn and said, well, Sarah Beth Terry said this about you. All right. Call me and ask me. Verify. Trust, but verify. But if you for 1 second think that I'm going to lose any sleep over the fact that you're going to call my mother and tattle on me over something you heard somebody else say that I might have said somewhere else that they weren't at, you couldn't follow that, they can't neither. Mind your business. But my whole thing is that I don't live in a way to where I'd have to hide anything. I don't. I'm madly in love with my fiance. I'm incredibly faithful to him. I would die for that man and kill for him too. No, I'm not the greatest music you've ever heard. Yes, I piss a lot of people off. No, I don't know how to keep my mouth shut. Yes, I'm probably the best at what I do because I've worked the hardest at it. That's all right. I still make my music. I still tell my jokes. I still build my chicken coop and try to get eggs. Just doing the best I can. I didn't have $150,000 to blast my ass into space yesterday on a pretend rocket ride. But I did have enough to get this monster and a pack of cigarettes on sale at the Sheets this morning so I could work on my chicken coop before I go to a chicken class this night. Gotta make every day count. Even if it's just getting out of bed and doing a load of laundry. That counts. But I cannot for the life of me figure it out why we are so enwrapped with Gail. I mean, nobody cares about Gail anyway. We don't even watch her. We watch Jenna. We watch the Today Show. We don't even... You stay your ass over there on CBS. We don't care. And Katy Perry, well, she can't judge on American Idol anymore, and she can't sell out crowds anymore. And she sold her soul to Satan about 10 years ago, and now it's starting to come back due, and now she's having to pay for it. And that's all right, but, you know, actions have consequences. Or, for those of us who already know that, that's called go around and find out. That's it. That's what's called. But anyway, I just can't get over it. But back to my original point, don't plant Bradford pears. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's a mess. Number 2, have you a bug out bag ready, because if there's tornadoes in Panama City Beach and snowstorms in Florida, you can bet your ass that one of them babies is going to touch down in West Virginia before the end of the century. So, best thing you can do, it's never happened here before. Well, they said the same thing when Noah built a boat. So, get you a bug out bag. Give you 2 or 3 days worth of clothes. Get you some shit that you can snack on if you don't have it in your refrigerator. Take a copy of your medicines, copy of your medical records, keep a copy of your birth certificates and marriage license and whatever else that you want to keep up with, and keep it in a safe space until about the 3rd week of June. We don't know what to do. Grab your ankles and stick your ass in the air and kiss it goodbye. There ain't a whole lot you can do if the Lord's going to take you home. But if you can't avoid it and not stand out in the middle of the field and get sucked up like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, here's your tip. Sean says some of my rants are not funny anymore, that they just sound pissed off. And this morning, maybe I'm kind of pissed off because the dumb is so thick. There's so much dumb out. Just think. I had a dream last night that all my chickens got out and I had to go and search for them and find them and put them back. And I woke up and checked on 3 times. They were fine, but you just worry about your own chickens, And also, take care of your kids. Take care of your own kids. Don't expect anybody else to take care of your kids. Don't expect anybody else to look out for your kids. That's on you. And that really goes back to it's 15 miles an hour, we love our children, please drive slow. Okay, I get it, drive slow and keep an eye out for things that are dark out in traffic. But also, if you are a parent that has a small child, keep an eye on your child. Teach them not to play in the street. That's not my responsibility. Not my job. I will swerve and try not to hit anything in the road, be it a pothole, a squirrel, a dove, a child. But, if your child is sitting out in the middle of the road playing Tonka trucks and you didn't teach them no better, it's not really my responsibility anymore. Raise your own kids. Quit expecting the internet to do it. Quit expecting your parents to do it. Quit expecting your neighborhood to do it. Quit expecting the government to do it. Raise your own kids. You brought them into this world, take care of it. Shit. I remember to feed my chickens. I brought them into my little world, not to this world. I didn't hatch them. I bought them. But, I'm not just going to go, well, I guess it's everybody else's responsibility to feed my chickens. No, it's not. No, it's not. You think I'm going to go out there and talk to that hawk and be like, don't eat my chickens? No, I'm going to take preventative measures to protect my chickens and not expect the hawk to have any kind of empathy for something that ain't theirs. You following me? Take care of your own shit. But in the meantime, it's such a pretty day, and I've got a lot of stuff to do on this coop. It is almost to the point of getting a roof on it. Do you see it? I put shingles on it yesterday, and we got to put that big door on it today. That is the plan. So, I'm going to finish this cigarette. I got about 4 drags left. And then get busy with my day. I have chipped that nail. And I'm not talking about chipped the nail polish. I mean like broke it right down to the quick. Yeah. What can you do? Well, friends, as always, be nice to yourself and somebody else. I know that's asking a whole lot. I usually give you a whole laundry list of shit to do. But just be nice. Use your head. Use your head. Try some common sense today. Whatever you decide to do, go, is this the smartest course of action that I could take to solve this problem? And that'll save you a lot of heartache and grief in the end. So, I could give all the good Chinese fortune cookie advice, stay in your lane, mind your own biscuits, put God first, I give you all the typical anecdotes that you need to live your life by, but, that's a lot to write down. So in the meantime, be nice and use common sense. 2 things you shouldn't have to tell grown-up people, but apparently that's our lesson today. In the meantime, if anybody's got any pallets that they want to give me or chicken feed, we will make you a co-sponsor of these chickens, and that way that you can take credit for them too. We won't just tell you to watch these chickens, then we'll go off and do something else. We'll actually include you in it. You can adopt your own chicken if you want to. You can sponsor your own chicken. We're working on it. But in the meantime, I need to go in here and put on my work boots, because right now I have on my glitter Crocs, and that's not very good for working in the yard. So, that's pretty much it. Watch out for children, because people don't watch their own kids. And, You know, keep your eye on the sky because you might see a couple space cadets fall back to Earth. Just kidding, they already landed. That movie is already cut. Footage at 11. So, all right, friends, I'm off to do things that are probably super important in my own world, but not to anybody else, but they are important to me, so I'm going to have to get them done. In the meantime, I love you. I mean it. Check out SarahBethTerry.com for all the updates. Check out all the fun stuff that we have for merchandise. And leave me a note if you want us to come play where you are in your neck of the woods. Or say hi. You know, you can do that too. But, as always, I'm Sarah Beth Terry. You're not. Talk to you later.